Hello, I'm Mike,
And I'm Vic.
and you're watching METS
Met
in
in
Florida.
Florida.
Hello again.
How are you doing today?
Same as I was before. Okay. I know we were
Hopefully
talking
everybody
about.
out there is
How are
doing
you, by the
well.
way? You doing good?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody out there is doing well and
Yeah, that would be nice. Someone's having a good.
watching the Met game.
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah.
Um, we were talking about. We left off last time about how that the last few games of we learned a lot about what we need, and not that we didn't already kind of know, but that kind of stamped out what we really
Right.
need. And
So let's
so
discuss some of the
just the
hitters that
hitters
we
on
see.
the
Yeah,
hitters side for
just the
sure. We
hitter
know about
side
the
that
bullpen
we
already,
feel.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
because the
got some
big hole
names
has
here.
been the
List the
DH
names.
hole. The
What's that?
DH hole has been the DH hole is it's
It's not
been
been
our
steady.
yeah,
It's not been what it's used for. Yeah.
yeah. We have one guy with no home runs and one guy with two, I think.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Yeah.
So we got some names here from teams that are not, there would be sellers right now.
Right.
The first name we have is someone who is in our division. We've seen him a few times already. His name is Josh Bell.
Right. I like Josh Bell.
Yep.
He's a switch hitter.
Yep.
Can play a little bit of 1st
Mhm.
to give Pete a break from time to time. He's not as good as field as Pete, but I was looking at some of the numbers, and he is kind of fits the mold of this team, hitting well with men in scoring position. He's I believe he was at like 350, if not higher, with men in scoring position.
Yep.
His average is about equal left and right. That's perfect because that gives us consistency at a DH spot because he can switch off. And his power is good. It's not phenomenal, but you know what he would bring to the team is a lot better than what we have right now.
Yeah, no, he'd be a good, and he's switch hitter, like you said.
Right. And we got two guys that, at this point where, they're good guys, JD and Dom, they're good guys, but you know what? They're just not producing.
They're not doing what they need to do. No,
Yeah.
and yeah, because you got one on each side, and neither of them. I mean, they'll
right.
have a game once in a while where you're like, oh, maybe they're turning the corner, but they're not.
I think those two guys are like perfect for rebuilding teams to just, less pressure and let them establish their careers, because it just right now it's like they can't take anybody's job. Nobody's gonna take Pete's job away. And I think
At one time Bell was leading the league in hitting, I believe, early in the season. So he can make contact as well.
And it would be nice to bring another 300 hitter.
Yeah, we need that
along with McNeil.
Yeah,
I was watching today's game, and I have to chuckle when I see Luis Guillorme batting behind Pete Alonso. If that doesn't scream, we need a DH, I don't know what does.
Yeah, Guillorme's great, but not supposed to. He's not supposed to be there.
Yeah,
supposed to be lower in the lineup, or
you
can hit him up or down, but not.
Yeah,
not behind Pete.
Guillorme, we can't just keep playing him over and over again because he's going to get exposed.
Right. So Josh Bell is definitely one to look at. The next one we have from Colorado, Mr. CJ Cron.
CJ Cron, strong right-handed hitter.
Yeah.
The splits are not great between Colorado and the rest of stadiums, but that's pretty much what any hitter in Colorado.
Yeah.
I mean, they said the same thing about DJ LeMahieu. They said it about Arenado.
Yeah.
And they both hit on the other side. So it looks like he's probably finding himself.
Yeah,
over
definitely.
There. He's got the power. He's right-handed.
And you think he's going to be okay even out when he's not playing in Colorado?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not to that point, but again, here it is. A lot better and a lot more professional at bat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, really, like we were talking before with Dom and JD. Dom, there's no power. I don't know what happened to it. There's no power there.
No.
And JD, it gets a little frustrating.
Too.
Yeah, no power. But the problem with JD is it's just too many like fastballs right down the middle, and it's like either looking or swinging right through them. And we need somebody who can punish a fastball.
Yeah. No, you're right.
It doesn't have, and especially punish a fastball that is not just a mistake, like a good fastball. The pitcher made a good pitch and you still hit it well.
Yep.
That's what's needed right there
Yeah.
behind Pete.
Yep.
you
So
know?
I mean, they're both so far though. Both those names have been our good choices. I mean,
Yeah.
the third
Uh,
one is actually a guy who finished second to Pete in the home run derby. Was the last year, the year before, and that's Trey Mancini.
Trey Mancini, another one, good hitter, again, better than anything we have. I'm not sure of his status. I think he's a free agent at the end of the year, but I could be wrong
Right.
about that.
Yeah.
He doesn't provide the same power as the other two guys, but he is a good hitter.
No, yeah, definitely.
He is a good hitter, so he definitely would help. But I don't know if Baltimore is a seller right now. I mean, they're kind of hovering. They're kind of hovering around that, that potential they can make a run. So I don't know if he would definitely be an option.
They're ready to do that yet.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the Red Sox. Look what they're doing now.
Yeah. Oh, the Red Sox. The person that I would love to have was JD Martinez, but that's a pipe dream. That's not going to happen.
I think Gary said on the game today that the Red Sox lead in ERA this month or something like that. They lead in some category this month.
Yeah,
they'll be hard month.
They have a good team. They
do. They were slow starters. That's why it's too early to tell sometimes,
Yeah.
The next guy you mentioned on the Cubs, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ, another switch hitter.
Yeah.
Again, better than anything that we have. Signed for a couple years. Problem is, I don't know. I don't know how you feel about this. I really don't want to give him another one of our prospects and have them kind of kill us down the road.
Yeah, I mean, usually
you don't really think about it. It's like, hey, do well,
Like Pete Crow Armstrong with the
right, exactly. But and especially for a guy like Ian Happ, who's he's a good hitter, but
he's not on the level of the other three.
Yeah, and I know we didn't mention him, Wilson Contreras. I don't really want to give up anything big for him because we have our
temporary.
We have a catcher of the future.
Yeah, no. Everyone's on that bandwagon. I'm like, slow down.
Yeah, unless something crazy happens, toward the end of it, and we sneak in and we get it for a lot cheaper than somebody else, which I don't expect.
No,
he kind of looks like he might be headed toward San Francisco. It kind of makes sense for them. With Posey not being there.
So the next name you had was a guy that was one of our guys last year, and that was Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury's having a nice year.
Familiar name.
I don't think it will cost a lot. I wouldn't mind getting him, but not as my DH every day. So that would be kind of back to the same old thing.
Remember when he went like 8 for 8 at one point in pinch hitting last year or something like that?
Yeah. He does punish lefties. He does hit well against lefties. So that's a good thing. But then we would have to have a lefty hitter to offset him. And we don't have anything in our system.
That's the problem.
Yeah. So we can't bring anything else in. What else?
Another one we had was he started with us way back in the day, but people forget.
I know where you're going.
He's still a threat. His name is Nelson Cruz.
Right.
Josh Bell's teammate.
Yep.
He's starting to get hot again, from what I understand.
Yeah, Nelson Cruz is, good hitter.
To me, he's always a threat.
Yeah, I think. He's a good hitter. We'll give.
I think he burned us at least once already this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did. There was a game that he was going really bad, and he still.
And he still got us.
So it's like one of those things that he can get, hot. The only thing about him, but then again, he's not making ridiculous money. I think he's making something like 11, 12 million, I think, but he is signed for another year.
Right.
Because I did want him in the offseason. I was thinking about Nelson Cruz and I wanted him, but then he went to them, and I think it was a 2-year. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a no trade clause though. So he would have to waive it.
You'd have to waive it, yeah.
Which I'm not sure if he would do or not though.
The last one you mentioned was Brad Miller.
Yeah, Brad Miller is just more of not as a DH on a regular basis, but a nice power lefty bat on the bench
Yep.
that could help. It, you know, I would think that the Mets are shooting high if they're going to trade.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think,
Yeah, they're not going to settle
yeah, I mean,
like lightning in a bottle.
we could, theoretically, we can right now, I'm pretty sure we can trade for Brandon Drury and Brad Miller as a righty lefty.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
Huh.
it could work, but you know, I'm not in love with it. You know,
No, I know. I agree with you. It's
I wanna, you know,
the
have
names at
somebody
the
else.
top of the list are more intriguing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
mean, they're all good. I like them in the right situation, but
Even with, you know, even with Josh Bell, um, you know, there is no reason why maybe you sign him at the end of the year, make him your DH if he does well.
yeah,
You know, because
why not?
there are other hitters that are going to be available, but they're going to be, you know, positional players.
Yeah,
You know, and I'm not talking about Judge. I'm, you know,
no, I know.
Orlon Devers. Who was the other person in JD Martinez? There's
Bogarts.
he's gonna opt out. And
Yeah,
that's a
is
DH right
Bogarts
there.
one of them?
I think Bogarts is gonna opt out also.
Yeah,
But again, he's gonna want to play, you know, a position that we already have. He's
yeah,
not gonna play short-
we're filled
you
there.
know, you know, he's leaving because they can move Story over to shortstop.
Right.
You know, so he wants to play
He wants
shortstop.
to be a shortstop.
Yeah. And I hope to God he don't go to Philly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, I hope to God that doesn't happen.
Yeah, man.
What was I gonna say?
That was all the
Anybody
names we had.
I think, yeah, that's what, but here's the other thing. Okay, here's a question. Do you try any of our top prospects before the trading deadline in the DH position, meaning Vientos,
Yeah.
and Alvarez?
I think if anyone, I'm going to start Vientos first.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like he's the safer. I don't know.
I think Alvarez, I personally just watching him, I've seen him in person.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of videos of him, and that bat plays now.
So
I mean, because you know
you think he's more ready than Vientos then?
hitting,
Or just for the
hitting wise,
situation?
hitting wise, I just think there's a twofold thing when I look at Alvarez. Let's say you keep Alvarez for the rest of the year in the minor leagues, right? People are going to be screaming about, because you know he's going to be in AAA this year. There's
Sure.
no way they're keeping him in AA.
Right.
Right. He's going to make it a AAA.
Isn't he already with them? With Binghamton? Oh, no,
He's
no,
with
you're right. He's in
Binghamton.
Binghamton. You're
Yeah,
right.
he hasn't been moved up. So he gets moved up. Everybody's going to be clamoring. Come on. What else does a kid have to do?
Yeah.
Besides, you know, keep working on his calling skills. Problem with that is you got a bunch of veterans on that staff who, quite frankly, he's going to have to really convince them that they're ready. What better way than to break them in,
Yeah.
DH, hey, all you have to do is hit like you're doing. That's it. We're not expecting miracles from you, because anything that Alvarez is going to give us
Is a bonus.
I'll take wherever he gives us at the plate. I'll take him over JD and Dom all day long. I haven't even seen him.
No doubt about it.
I'll just take him right now.
No doubt about
give
it.
us more production. So what that also does, if you catch him,
But like once a week, you try
once a week, yeah, just kind of give him a taste of it. Maybe again with the
certain pitchers.
Certain pitchers.
Peterson, things like that.
Yeah, I think, to tell you the truth, I would probably have him catch DeGrom.
Really?
My feeling is the DeGrom, because they they pretty much call their games.
Yeah, that's true.
You just put
That's
the
a good
sign
point.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not with
Not with Bassett.
Bassett. No.
Bassett has the stuff, but you have to kind of guide him through it.
Yeah.
With Scherzer and DeGrom, they're pretty much just put the sign down.
They do their own thing. They know.
Yeah, they're and as him as a rookie catcher is like you're just learning.
Yeah, you're learning.
But I think that trial by fire from that at least one game doesn't have to be a weak one. Not, but just
it's not gonna hurt.
Put him in there, and that's it, and just see how he does.
Yeah.
See how they frame. And you got to get a lot of feedback from Scherzer and DeGrom, or how did he feel? But this way, that's not going to be a total surprise for next year, because then everybody's going to guarantee you're going to see people saying, "Oh, are you going to trust this pitching staff with a rookie catcher?"
Yeah.
That's going to be the story.
Right.
Right. So
that's a good point.
Right. So if you do it now, you're like, well, you got a glimpse of it.
You got a taste of what it's going to be like.
Got a taste of it. Yeah. And then you go into the off season. He can together with these guys, talk. He gets to talk with them, see what works for them.
Yeah.
And as we speak, the Mets just won 5-3 over the Marlins.
Oh, it's over officially. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah. I'm getting the last play right now. There it is.
Yeah. So I think that's why the Mets should bring him up, because I don't think he could. Well, of course, the particulars, he could still learn more. I'm heard he's gotten better.
Yeah.
But the real in-game against Major League, I think he can learn. I mean, come on, you're catching two of the greats, the Grom and Scherzer.
Wow, what a way to start.
It's exactly, and let's say he gets taught by these two great pitchers, that would make Bassett a little bit more, okay, I'll try this kid out and see.
Yeah, right. That might be like a domino effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you kind of start laying out that foundation. Here's the other thing, right? You try Alvarez now, and he hits a ton. Well, do you still get another hitter? Yeah, I'm still going to get another hitter. I'm going to protect myself.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, we're not. Yeah, that's not to solve everything.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if he catches and he does well, somebody's going to be pushed out, McCann or Nito.
Yeah.
Okay, this year, because you can carry three. His bat plays so well that you can carry the three because he's going to be a hitter. You're going to have the game where you can have whoever you acquire as a DH and Alvarez in the same lineup on the same day.
That would be awesome. The rest
of the guys. That's two hitters. And that's something that I've been saying, that is like, I really want to get two hitters. And, one for the DH and one as a security for Escobar.
Yeah.
Which that's why I kind of came up with Brad Miller, because he can play the infield and he can't play third. And he is a lefty hitter.
Lefty, yeah.
And Escobar is better from the right side.
Yep.
So you're protected going forward. If Escobar doesn't exactly snap out of it batting lefty, you got the guy to bat in there.
You got a guy that could take
not all the time, but against certain hitters, like those high velocity kind of guys, they're right down the alley for Brad Miller.
Yeah.
He kills fastballs. He's a good fastball hitter.
Right.
So he could be against certain pitchers, the lefty hitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing, that we have it on both sides, and boy, that would be great.
And you know how
it all plays right.
Competition always brings out the best.
The best in you, yeah. Oh yeah.
The other thing, while they're all trying to go for that championship, Nito and McCann, you got to bring up your game, because your replacement is right there.
Yeah, he is right there.
One of them has got to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Once he's ready,
somebody's got to give.
Go. So one of them is going to go. And I don't even want to think about trades, but I mean, it's a lot easier to trade Nino because he's not making a lot of money.
No, and he
But
would be good. He's a good piece.
yeah, but
Yeah.
at the same time, Nito might be a better mentor,
Yeah.
you know. But then you have you play devil's advocate. Well, McCann, that's a that's not a bad backup either. Even though you
And he can
overpaid
throw.
him,
Yeah, right.
even though you overpaid him as a backup, that's also a good mentor.
They're
there.
both good in that regard. They're both good
Yeah.
teammates.
I would just love to see McCann hit like he did with Chicago White Sox.
Why not?
Like, where is that? I want to see that McCann back.
He was good. He was on his way.
Because I was for the Mets when they signed McCann.
Me too. I wanted him as well.
I didn't want Real Muto.
No, overrated.
I was just no. We got Alvarez coming in. I know this guy's good, but I'm like, I don't want to spend that much money on that catcher unless he was a.
And his numbers haven't been that stellar lately.
Yeah, he isn't. So it's like it wasn't like Real Muto was Mike Piazza. Then then you find another spot. Yeah, then you find another spot for Alvarez.
Yeah.
No, but that was not the case. So I don't mind the signing at all. But just come on, dude, just bring it up.
You're better than this.
Yeah, you're better than this. Show what you showed.
Yeah. He's good at hitting the ball the other way with 2 strikes, but he's got to do it consistently.
He has to do it consistently. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he can turn on it. If you make a mistake, you can turn on it. But
he's had games too where he's gone 3 for 3, 3 for 4. Like it's in him. He has it in him.
Yeah.
I think he works hard.
Yeah.
Just got to
he's a hard worker. You can tell
good work ethic.
Guy works hard. Yeah.
He's a good dude. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I like when I first saw the interview with him and we got him, I was impressed. I was like, he's going to be a good teammate.
Yeah. That I think if Chavez or whoever is helping the hitters, especially that back foot slider to him.
Yeah, that's the Achilles heel.
Every time I see
no pun intended.
A pitcher, especially a lefty with the back foot slider to down and in, it's like, oh Lord,
it's over.
It's like
good night.
2 strikes. It's like unless he hangs one, I don't really see it.
Yeah,
that's like his kryptonite.
You're right.
I like to see him lay off that pitch, just like Alonso has learned to lay off the high pitch.
Yes, I agree.
And he's also learned to go with the slider the other way.
Oh yeah, because he's capable of doing that. Right, he's got to do it.
Yeah, Nito. The thing about Nito, every time I see him set up, it's almost like he's already facing right field. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
His stance in the box, it looks like he's looking at the right fielder.
And there are times where his stance reminds me a lot of Alfonso, believe it or not. Where watch him, like his front foot, he does this. Like, he'll be on his toe. Remember Alfonsi?
Yeah. Well, maybe
watch
the toe.
Not a hitter like Alfonso, but the
I just look at
is
it
very
like
similar.
How he stands.
Yeah.
You know what it kind of reminds me.
I know what you're saying though.
You know what it kind of reminds me of is like growing up and we had pickup games in the schoolyard, and they're like, oh, he can't field. There's a right fielder, he can't field, and you kind of angle your body that way.
Go that way.
Yeah, we haven't even really learned at that time yet how to wait on the pitch.
No.
So you just kind of angle your body that way that you're gonna hit to right field. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Every time I see Nito up there, I'm like, you're going to right field.
What's funny is like he won a batting title in the minor league, so he can't hit.
I remember when he's
had games,
Yeah, when he got drafted, he was drafted as a hard hitting catcher, and I'm like, wow, the catcher of the future. And this guy can really hit.
Yeah.
But going up through the ladder, it hasn't manifested.
He's had games once in a while where you could see that he's got it in him, but he's not consistent. Once again, he's not consistent.
So,
but
so I think I can't think. There's another name that has come up. I don't see a match with the Mets. Benintendi.
Benintendi. Yeah.
Benintendi. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't. He's lefty, isn't he?
I believe.
Yeah. Good hitter. I don't know. But here's the thing. Before we put a wrap on it, do you trade? I think we said Mauricio would, it's there, there's potential there. But do you trade both Mauricio and Vientos? If it means bringing back two people who we don't just have for this year. A hitter,
They're on that caliber.
yeah.
I'd have to see who they are, but yeah,
Only,
I'm open to it.
only
you know.
because we have the draft coming up. It's a draft that's hitter heavy.
Yeah, that's true.
We could potentially make that up,
Yeah, no, you're right. We could.
you
I
know?
mean,
So,
prospects are just that.
Yeah.
We don't
because the
know.
only thing is like, I like Vientos' power.
Yeah,
But I looked today, it's like, I think he's got like 11 errors and he was playing first base.
yeah.
And he had a-
See,
And he had a throwing error
right.
at first base. All I could think of is, oh no. That reminds me of what's his name in the World Series?
Duda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you don't need that.
I was like, I understand the fielding. He ain't great fielding, but you're doing a throwing error at first base on top of it.
Yeah,
And Dave or he pretty much now has. I'm sure a team could give him a shot at third base if they really needed to. But he's shown he's kind of pigeonholing himself into a DH spot.
Vientos. Yeah, I mean,
You know,
yeah,
and
that's why I was thinking Vientos at first. But yeah, you're right, and I'm open to. We'll see. No, everyone's got a price, right? Except
everybody's
pretty much
got a price.
Alvarez is untouchable.
It is good. It is
Beatty's
good that
untouchable.
we have some guys who are putting up pretty good numbers that are enticing, especially for building. They might make. We will discuss this on another video.
Yeah.
But we do have some players who've had surprisingly, they've come out of nowhere and had pretty good years.
Yeah.
Some have some holes, but they are putting up good numbers, power and speed wise. So
We'll have to discuss that.
we'll do that on another.
And in the next video, we're going to discuss pitchers as well.
The next video, we're gonna go over pitchers. We'll have one for starters, and we'll have one for
bullpen.
relievers. Yeah.
And also whatever's happening with the team at that time. Like you said, we won today. That's a nice, good win, nice bounce back win.
Right.
And we'll see what happens.
So we'll be back.
We'll be
and
back.
Don't forget to like
And subscribe. And
We
on
like
three,
making these
1, 2,
videos, and
3.
we're having fun with this.
Yes, we are. And 1, 2, 3 to say goodbye.
Let's go
Mets.
Mets.
Thank you all.
Have a good
Take
night.
care, man. You too. Thanks.
Take care.